Why is air quality important? Well, first of all, everyone needs to breathe. If the air is polluted with harmful substances, it can cause serious health problems for humans and animals alike. This is especially important when it comes to agriculture. Today's agriculture is trending towards larger, more concentrated animal operations, and more animals in one place means more problems with air quality.
Farms in the United States have decreased in numbers over the years, but have increased in size and the yields that they produce. Today we'll be talking about some of the air emissions that come from animal production facilities such as greenhouse gases, odor, and volatile organic compounds, and then later on in the presentation we'll be talking about toxic gases and airborne microbial organisms. According to a 2014 study, agriculture accounts for approximately 9% of the United States greenhouse gas emissions, and the major greenhouse gases that come from animal production facilities are often carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. If you're from an agriculture background or you've lived in an agriculture town before, then you're probably all too familiar with the odor that comes from these facilities. Now, odor is not only a nuisance to citizens, but it also has health impacts that can include anger, depression, fatigue, allergies, nausea, vomiting, and headaches. Along with the odors come volatile organic compounds, which actually combine with nitrous oxide emissions already in the atmosphere to form ozone. These can irritate the skin, eyes, nose, and throat.
Another air pollutant produced by animal facilities is particulate matter. Particulate matter can either be solid particles or liquid droplets found in the air, things like dust and smoke. Some particulate matter is so small that it can enter into the bloodstream through the lungs, which can lead to severe respiratory problems.
So we can't control all of the air emissions that come out of animal production facilities, but we can help maintain it. We can control the quantity and quality of nutrients, feedstuffs, and additives. We can also improve feeding efficiency and reduce the quantities of nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, etc. in manure produced. One of the ways that we can do this is lower the crude protein in animal feed. This will lower the methane emissions, but doing this compromises growth and performance, which could be overcome with added supplements. Some other methods that we could do to control the air emissions from animal buildings is group phase feeding, which just matches the dietary needs directly to a group of similar animals based on their sex, weight, age, etc. We could also decrease the particle feed size, meaning that we could increase the surface area of the feed, which helps it digest faster in the animal and increases nutrient utilization. Now, this method might increase costs and dust production due to the smaller particle feed size. Also, adding fat or water to dry feed can reduce particulate matter emissions. Along with animal management practices, we can also control some of the air emissions by treating the air already in the buildings. So we could do this by using dedusters, cyclones, oil sprinklings, electrostatic precipitation, electrostatic space charging systems, ventilation, biofilters, and wet scrubbers.
So there are several treatment options to help mitigate air emissions from litter and manure from animals. Some include additives and amendments, composting, and anaerobic digestion. All three of these are aimed at reducing the amount of ammonia, hydrogen sulfide, and volatile organic compounds that are released into the air. Additives and amendments are matched with the type of manure, the gas of interest, and the final use of the product. They are both temperature and or pH dependent and can be expensive. Composting is used to accelerate decomposition in manure in a controlled manner. There are certain parameters that need to be maintained to be effective. Composting reduces air emissions like odor and gas pollutants. Anaerobic digestion refers to things such as covered lagoons or tanks that have a gas collection system. When they're managed properly, it can yield a stable end product with reduced air emissions. Greenhouse gases that are made in the process are captured and destroyed, which leads to a net decrease in greenhouse gas emissions. Odors and other emissions can be reduced while maintaining nutrient levels in the manure for land applications.
Air quality is important because we want to make sure that farmers, their animals, and their neighbors are all breathing clean air. As the current trends in agriculture continue, we are going to have to find new innovative solutions to combat the air quality issues we are facing.